Alright guys, so I'm taking a quick look at a lapel microphone, and I think the best possible thing I can do to give you the best possible idea is just simply use the microphone and play back unfiltered, unedited, untouched audio. And what I'm going to do is record with my telephone. I'm going to have it sitting on the table in front of me, so it's going to be 8 inches maybe away roughly, and then I'm going to use the lapel microphone attached like you would normally have it, and I'm going to record the audio using this, and it's going to be done back to back in the same environment really quickly so that there's no variables hopefully changing that. I'm going to try to keep my voice at the same volume and keep it at about the same amount of length on both tracks, and just give you an idea of what you can expect and what the difference between it is. Now obviously you could use this for other purposes. I think that my primary usage would be in relation to the Galaxy Note 9, because unfortunately my camera doesn't have an input. Now I also want to be able to show you what is included. So you get this metal clip, which is nice, not plastic, the dual mic with the windscreen. You get about a 59-inch long cable that has the 3.5 millimeter on the end, and this houses your battery. And if you listen, that's not plastic, that I think is aluminum, so that's a metal. So you can switch this off and on. When you're using a smartphone, you can use it off, but if you need to use it for like a DSLR, you can turn this on, and you can switch the battery right there. It's a little button cell that is included, so that's a nice option. And because it's metal, that's pretty nice too. And then there's a clip on the back, so you can clip this, because of course there's going to be a little bit of weight. It's not super heavy, but there's a little weight to that. And then you have this additional cable which will allow you to plug this in, so you just extend the length. So if you need to get further away from your camera, I believe this is like 236 inches. So basically all together, both combined, is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 25 feet. So that's really, really long. Really going to give you a lot of reach. There's also Velcro included, so that makes it easier to manage this. That's very nice. There is a little user manual in case there's any questions or issues. You have the replacement windscreens, which is nice. It's really nice, all the included things, because you also have another lapel replacement clip. In case you need to adapt this to fit, you have an adapter. Excuse me. And you have 2 additional button cell batteries. So you have 3 batteries, 4 windscreens, 2 lapel clips, and the adapter. And then in addition to all of that, you have a nice little zippered mesh with what do you call that? Elastic, so that it holds everything. So you can carry all of this basically in your pocket and keep everything organized. So they really thought out really well in doing this. Excuse me. And it really seems to work pretty well. I think that it has good sound. I'm very happy with it. It's very loud. Of course, it's closer to your face. Now, I will say that with the Galaxy Note 9, it seems to have really good built-in microphones. So in this particular usage, there may not be a massive difference. However, if for some reason I needed to back further away from my phone, again, I wanted to keep it relatively close because I really wanted to be able to have that very defined, vibrant, loud sound, so that anyone who's really listening and you're like really into audio, you can probably find and pick out some changes between the two. But obviously, if I'm getting further away, the phone mic is just not going to cut it, and this is going to be the way to go. So there's no real reason to go and stretch this out 25 feet across the room. I think that's just kind of pointless, because obviously you're going to barely hear me with one, and you're going to hear me really well with the other, just like you will from what you're going to hear in a moment from the test. So that all said, I think it's pretty impressive. I have no idea how long these batteries last, but it does include 2 additional batteries, and it only uses 1, so that's going to give you some usage. And they're relatively inexpensive. What's this, AG13, so they can't be a very expensive battery to replace. The other thing is, I personally won't use the battery because my camera doesn't use that. I'll use it with a smartphone, and it doesn't need to have the actual battery functional. It can just stay turned off, so I can remove the battery most likely, or just leave the battery in and not turn it on and have it ready to go. Anyway, that all said, great little carrying pouch, nice little assortment of replacement parts for pretty much everything you need, and it sounds very loud, very vibrant. So I'm perfectly happy with it. Again, it has the dual track option, which is something that more people that are better at what they're using this for than I am can get into. You can read other reviews, find out more information. I'll include a link below, but for me, I just think that, you know, it seems fine, it works fine. I like the included accessories and the carrying pouch, keeping everything organized. So I'm happy with it, and I like that it is not plastic, so it has a very good build quality. Okay, so that's pretty much it. You know, it does have the branding on there, but it's not super intrusive or anything. It's not flashing. When you flip this on, I don't see any kind of indicator or light, so you know, I'm not gonna have to worry about that. That can be kind of an annoying thing for some people, but that's it. Check out the link below if you want to find out more. And here are the audio clips so you can hear each of the individual setups with the phone and with the, you know, the microphone itself. Thank you. This is a quick microphone test using the external microphone, not the onboard microphone of my telephone. And I just want to give you a quick example of what you can expect with this dual track, dual mic setup. All right, so this is a test using the microphone in my Galaxy Note 9 just to give you an alternative sound so that you can hear untouched, unfiltered audio between the onboard and the lapel mic.